He said, Chief Ferguson needs to pull it out and pop, pop, pop that mother. He was talking about Helena Moreno. That is the exact quote that came out of his mouth.
A one-time City Hall worker under Mayor LaToya Cantrell is coming clean to WDSU Investigates.
Now, the woman revealing to us what she says she heard Cantrell employees say about one member of the New Orleans City Council. Political brawl at New Orleans City Hall is playing out in public now, and we have team coverage from our investigative unit. That's all new at 6 o'clock right now.
Coming up in just a couple of minutes, investigative reporter Cassie Sherm talks to a woman who says she heard threats made towards Council President Helena Moreno. But first, Moreno says the mayor is playing political games with her top security guard. Moreno accusing the mayor of targeting a well-respected OPSO deputy just to get back at her for being a constant critic. Since she was elected to the council in 2017, OPSO Deputy Greg Malvo has been a constant at the side of Helena Moreno. He's her executive protection, a job Malvo has done for numerous council members over 20 years. But that all changed just days ago.
No doubt about it, this is retaliation on the city council.
Moreno learned last week that Malvo was being pulled from her office and reassigned to the jail.
On Friday, I was informed that my sheriff's deputy would be reassigned. And upon talking to the sheriff, she told me that the reason he would be reassigned is due to an allegation of, quote, stalking the mayor, which at that point, I immediately told the sheriff, I'm like, wait a second, there's no way he's stalking the mayor.
It all centers on a recent investigation by the Metropolitan Crime Commission on Mayor Cantrell staying at the city-owned Pontalba Apartments in the French Quarter. WDSU Investigates reported on that issue late last month, as the Crime Commission used pictures of the mayor coming and going from the French Quarter apartment as part of its findings, which were turned over to the council. Was he stalking the mayor?
He 100% was not stalking the mayor, surveilling the mayor, taking photographs of the mayor. This all kind of centers around recent stories around the Pontalba.
We reached out to the sheriff's office. They tell WDSU Investigates, per OPSO policy, we do not discuss personnel matters. Moreno, a fierce critic of the mayor in recent months over her city travel policies and crime, says this move, in her opinion, is political payback.
I've said this before, you have some type of issue with me, then come at me directly. Don't come at an innocent public servant and go and ruin his life and ruin his career to get at me.
We did reach out to the Cantrell administration seeking a comment. They didn't get back to us. As it pertains to the Pontalba Apartments, we recently reached out to the city asking for more information, questions over rules and regulations on which city employees can use the apartment and what rules they have to follow. Again, who actually uses it. City Hall told us there were no records of any kind on that topic. My colleague, investigative reporter Cassie Sherm, is in studio tonight. And Cassie, you've learned this isn't the only allegation where a City Hall member has talked about harming a city council member.
That's right. Earlier today, I spoke with a former employee at the city, and she says allegedly she heard another staff member joke about enlisting Chief Ferguson to shoot Council President Moreno in the middle of the office. This is what she said happened.
Everybody acted like it was completely normal that someone would say something about a council member like that, that the mayor's office could utilize the police chief to physically harm another city employee.
Laura Gurry took an AmeriCorps Vista leadership job with the city of New Orleans this June. She says she was based in the mayor's executive office.
When new staff members are brought into the executive office who are going to be working in there, you are told you're going to hear things and see things that are confidential, that politics is, oftentimes a heated work environment.
2 weeks later, after a press conference, she says she was sitting at her desk, which she says is by the coffee machine in the middle of the office. She says allegedly a staff member was speaking to a colleague.
So there was venting going on about city council, was complaining about Helena Moreno, and said, and I wrote this down because I was so absolutely appalled that no one was going to do anything. Like I didn't think I had heard it wrong, but it was shocking that no one pulled the staff member aside. He said, Chief Ferguson needs to pull it out and pop that. He was talking about Helen and Marina. That is the exact quote that came out of his mouth.
She says she was only there for a month total and resigned with this email to the city saying, quote, effectively, immediately, I'm resigning from my position, but did not write the reason for leaving in the email. She says now she wishes she would have filed a formal complaint instead of just talking with her supervisor.
If this is what is said openly in the executive office, I can't imagine what is being said in private behind closed doors.
Now, we reached out to the mayor's office for a statement on this incident early this morning, and we have not heard back. For more on this developing story, you can go to our website, WDSU.com. Back to you.
All right, Cassie, thank you so much.